There are multiple reasons why PNDC is the biggest chunk of my crypto portfolio and why I continue to dollar cost average into it. And I'm going to talk about all of those reasons in this video. Pondcoin, aka PNDC, is a new token that was launched in early August. It hit a near $100 million market cap in its first full day after launch, and it has stayed pretty strong despite being launched during a bear market. And if a coin can do that during a bear market, then you might be able to imagine what it can do come the next bull cycle. And let me be very clear, my goal with holding PNDC is to make a bunch of money as well as learn a lot of things, and so far I've done both, and you can too. Although the entire Pondcoin ecosystem is still being developed, there are still some things early on in its development that lead me to believe that this coin has some huge potential for the next bull run. So let's start with some facts. Number one, Pondcoin has the fairest distribution of any popular coin on the market. Looking at Etherscan, we can see that the number one holder owns less than 0.02% of the max supply. I say 0.02% because currently there are 33 trillion tokens in circulation at a 420 trillion max supply. If we base the number one holder on the total circulating supply, they still only own 1.8% of it. A fair distribution generally means a coin will be less volatile, as it isn't affected as much by large sell-offs and can maintain a stable price over time. We don't know what the rest of the supply will be used for. If I had to guess, I would think it'll be used for centralized exchange listings along with other developments to push the coin further. Speaking of centralized exchange listings, that leads us to fact number two, and that is PNDC is not listed on any major exchanges yet. And that's a super bullish sign, at least in my opinion, but who's to say that PNDC will get listed on any major exchanges? It's already been listed on a few smaller exchanges, but there are some things that lead me to believe that some big exchanges are incoming. For starters, considering PNDC was trading just under $100 million market cap in its first full day and is already in the top 100 global volume of crypto assets, there is no reason why these major exchanges wouldn't want to list this coin. Generally, if there's demand for a coin, these exchanges will list it because that's how they make their money. If people want the coin, they'll use their exchange to buy it, and they get the trading fees, and that's how they earn a profit. Plus, rumor has it when Gemini, KuCoin, and Binance all posted pictures of a pond on the same day on their X account, it wasn't random. There's something exciting going on behind the scenes that we have yet to see play out. And if I had to guess, the day that PNDC goes live on any or all of these exchanges, it's going to pump really hard. But that leads us to fact number three, and that is Pondcoin is not just another meme coin, it's an entire ecosystem. A meme coin's value is solely based on how active the community is and how good the memes are. But Pondcoin isn't just a meme coin, it's an ecosystem. But hold on, what is an ecosystem? Let's look at the exact definition. According to Oxford, one definition of an ecosystem is, in general use, a complex network or interconnected systems. And that's the exact point I want to make. Pondcoin is more than a coin. The Pondcoin team has already launched a one-of-a-kind decentralized exchange that rewards its users for using the exchange. To my knowledge, DEX is the only decentralized exchange that uses its trading fees to reward users of the platform. And I know it's crazy, but DEX is actually ranked number 3 out of all the crypto exchanges in the world based on its volume. Just 9 days after launch, DEX has already achieved over 34,000 total swaps, over $42 million in total volume, 4,700 unique swappers, and more than $420,000 of fees generated, all of which will be rewarded to users of the platform. That said, it's very possible that DEX will become the number 1 decentralized exchange in the world, especially if these other decentralized exchanges like Uniswap and PancakeSwap don't start putting their users first. And if you've been following Pondcoin and the community and what Poly has been doing, then I think you would agree that the decentralized exchange they launched is just the tip of the iceberg of what they have planned with the entire Pondcoin ecosystem. But for real, tell me one other coin that is doing something genuinely useful for their users and for the entire crypto space. I bet you can't. Fact number 4, the goal of PNDC is to deliver wins to as many people as possible. I know not everyone likes the creator of Pondcoin. He goes by Poly0x on Twitter or X, but his real name is Jeremy Cahan. But there are some undeniable pros about this guy. First off, Jeremy is doxed. We know exactly who he is, where he lives. We even know where he's eating lunch some days. He'll post on Twitter the exact time and place where he's having lunch in case anyone wants to meet up with him. Of course, a lot of people never do.
I'm down here at the Cheesecake Factory in Marina Del Rey. It's 1 o'clock on the dot. Nobody showed up. You guys are a bunch of cowards, bitches. Told you guys 1 p.m. for a violent altercation and in a shocking turn of events. Nobody wants that smoke. So anyways, guys, I'll be here for a little while longer. If you decide to change your mind, you know where to find me. And in the meantime, you can conduct all of your finance, all of your decentralized finance on Pond0x.com. I'll talk to you guys later.
But that said, if he were to ever do something illegal, he would instantly get in trouble and he would be easy to find because he is fully doxxed. Besides his transparency, Pauly has said on many occasions that his goal with PNDC is to deliver wins to as many people as possible. But what does that even mean? Not only does he want people like you and me to make money, but he also wants everyone to have a good experience. I mean, crypto is tough. There are a bunch of hoops that you have to jump through just to do something super basic like swapping a coin, for example. But there's really no way to reinvent the wheel. I mean, blockchain technology already exists. Pauly's goal is to organize and use the technology that already exists in a simplified way to make everyone have a better experience with crypto. Not only that, Pauly has been using his platform and his hundreds of thousands of followers for good. Most of your favorite crypto influencers literally pump and dump coins on their followers. They tell you the next best coin and then they literally dump on you while they're shouting it's the best coin to buy. Pauly actually does the opposite. He's been exposing all these crypto fakes, all these big influencers for what they really are, which is scammers. Oh, and did I mention that Pauly owns literally 0 PNDC? He doesn't own any PNDC personally. Of course, he could buy some whenever he wants, but to keep things fair, at least during the initial launch and through these initial phases of development, he literally owns 0 PNDC tokens. And I don't think the creator of any other coin could say that. Fact number 5, Pondcoin has a really big team. Admittingly, the only for sure person behind Pondcoin is Jeremy himself, but it's rumored that he has a top tier team working on PNDC. I'm talking legal, professional memers, and some of the best developers in the world to make PNDC top of its class. Not to mention hundreds of thousands of followers that support him and the Pondcoin ecosystem. And considering how smooth everything has been from the launch of the coin to the user interface of the exchange, I would say that this is probably true. I think the real question that most people have about PNDC, at least when I talk to them about it, is whether or not it's too late to jump in. To answer your question, no, it's not even close to too late to jump in. Before I say what I'm about to say, I just want to be very clear that I couldn't care less if you do not buy PNDC. I just want to make that clear because what I'm about to say will probably get a lot of hate, whatever it may be, but this is just my personal opinion and maybe you agree, maybe you don't. And the reason I make videos about PNDC specifically is because this is what I've been researching for months and it's what I feel comfortable talking about. Plus, I think it's a huge opportunity for you and anyone else who gets involved early enough. And even if all of my followers bought $1,000 worth of PNDC, it wouldn't move the needle even slightly. So do what you want, but here's what I want to say. I don't see why PNDC couldn't surpass Shiba or even Doge in the next bull run. Ultimately, the coin that has the most attention always wins. And PNDC already has a ton of attention for as early as it is. And as soon as word gets out that PNDC is a super innovative coin, crypto 2.0, and that it wants its holders to win, I think it's going to be a top coin very, very quickly. But of course, actions always speak louder than words. And unfortunately, I don't think this is always noticed in the crypto space. I think a lot of people just go to their timeline and buy whatever their favorite influencer is talking about. And this is just simply not the case with PNDC. They are already crushing it through their actions, not just what they're saying. At the very least, keep your eyes on PNDC over the next 6 months and don't just focus on the price because it will go up and down. That's just how crypto works. Look at Bitcoin, it's going up and down and it's the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. But focus on what PNDC is doing differently in the entire crypto space. As for Pondcoin's DEX, I think you should really check it out, try it out because you do get rewarded for using it and you can learn all about the DEX in this video right here.